somehow by some miracle we were able to get out of some crappy situation where... Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is David Caparino. If you haven't taken the time yet to subscribe, like, and share the video, go ahead and do that now. This is going to be some really good information. It's a super short video, but it is super important, okay, for a couple reasons. So this video, given the title, is how to reload your subway card in Korea. Now there's only, I think, maybe 2 ways I know how to do it. If there's other ways, I haven't tried them or heard of them, or if there's other places to go to, again, I don't know them or haven't heard of them. There's only really 2 ways that I know that I'm going to describe in this video. Again, it's very short, so pay attention. You may have to watch it a couple of times. If you're going to Korea, whether you're just visiting or if you're getting stationed there like I was, this is going to be super important. 2 ways I know to reload your subway card are going to the subway station, and there's like a reloading station. It's like an ATM, but there's an actual ATM there. It looks like an ATM, but it's for reloading your subway card off to the left. For the subway station, I'm imagining at Osan. So to the left is the reloading station, and then to the right is this convenience store. Those are the 2 ways I know how to do it. And you take your card, you put it in there, and you can either enter an amount or you can put in for a certain amount, and then you can put in that amount. And I would always put in triple the amount that you think, because, and it's happened before, if, you know, the train switches up for some reason and goes like a stop or 2 past where you normally go, or if you're not paying attention for whatever reason and then you miss a stop, you'll have to like go back and forth, and eventually, you know, it happens. You'll get lost, or you'll go somewhere where you think you're going, or someone's like, yeah, you got to try that spot down over here, and then you go over there and then you exit, use your card, right? So you get charged, and then you realize, oh no, it's actually 2 stops down. Then you get back on the train, go 2 stops down, and then you exit and you get charged each time. The other way to charge your card is you go into this convenience store and you can give them won. You can buy your subway card there, or you can just tell her like, hey, 20,000 won, give her your card, and then she puts it on there. 10,000 won, 5,000 won, whatever it is you want to put on there, this person will do it at this convenience store. Kind of speaking really to Osan, because I've never been to Kunsan, so I don't know what their setup is or what they could do or where to go. Basically, if you take a taxi on base and you tell them the Songtan subway station, they'll take you right there. Or if you walk there or whatever, you know exactly the place I'm talking about. And when you go there, you go inside the terminal. To the left there is, I think there's the ATMs, and then on the right is the convenience store. So either way, you can put cash on your card, or I don't know if there's an ATM there, or actually there is, because mine got denied. The thing is, always, there's 2 principles that I would always say. The 2 things I would always do. 1, take out cash. And if you are gonna take out cash, do it on base, because you're not gonna get charged a fee, 1, and 2, for some reason, I don't know how like international or foreign banks look at the US debit cards. I had a Korean person help me out when I was like deep in Korea, like lost in Korea, and I was trying to take out cash and it wasn't working, and he came up and helped me, or he tried helping me, but my card, even with him being able to read the Korean language on the ATM and him tapping, I'm assuming he's tapping the right stuff and he didn't transfer himself $100, it still did not work. So even with someone who knows the ATM, knows the language, put in my card, it didn't read it. So always get your money on base. They're not gonna give you the best rate, because whether the rate is, you know, whatever it is, you're still gonna get that same rate. The thing is, if you go off base, I'm not saying anything about any particular people. You know, it is a thing where, much like Americans or any other type of nationality, there are people out there that will unfortunately take advantage of those who don't know. If you go and exchange your stuff off base, and obviously there's a language barrier, you don't know, you know, the social cues or interaction of that culture, you may be getting scammed and not know it. Always take out cash, always take it out on base, that way you're safe. I don't really use or trust my debit card off base, because I did have a phantom charge, I'll call it, on one of my credit cards for like $800 from Metro PCS. I choose not to use my cards off base. I did all cash everywhere, for the most part. I think I did use my credit card, but that's because it's easy to dispute those charges. You want to make sure that you have cash. Okay, so this is like principle number 1 that's gonna fit with anything I say about being in Korea. Make sure you have cash. There's no such thing as too little amount of cash. So there's been several instances, somehow by some miracle, we were able to get out of some crappy situation where the last train was coming, we had no cash, the taxi service was limited, like all sorts of factors going against us. And if we would have just had cash on us, we would have been able to fix that, get back to base earlier, sooner, what have you. So make sure you have cash on you. It is so important. If you're ever thinking like 10,000 or 15,000 won, bring 50. Bring 50,000 won. I'm not kidding. And break it down, because not a lot of times they like big bills, at least in my experience. So I would bring probably 100,000 won, but have like I think there's 10,000, I don't know if there's 20,000, there's 10,000 to 50,000. You could probably bring 150,000, but I don't like, because they'll spit out like a bunch of coins. I had that happen, I think, once. I would basically just bring a bunch of smaller bills. If you have a bunch of 10,000 won bills, that would be perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure before going off base, you stop at one of the ATMs on base, that way you can take out money. Also, if you go to an ATM on base, they're not gonna charge you a fee. A lot of things going off base, they're gonna require cash. Also, it's helpful to have cash when we're loading your subway card. In addition to using cash, there's a lot of things off base. They will take credit card, but it can be much cheaper if you use cash. So we're over here at the Songtong train station, and right over here at the Storyway is where you can go to purchase your subway cards. They're gonna look something like this. There's a bunch of different colors. Jenna has one like this. Doesn't really matter which one you get. I think they charge you a small fee to buy one. But what you're gonna do with that, you're gonna take out some cash, you give her the card, or you tell her you wanna get a new card, and you just give her the cash, and she'll give you one and load it right there for you. Or you can use one of these items right here. So what you do when you come up to this machine, you're gonna go ahead and press English, or if you know how to speak or read any of the other languages, you can do that as well. And you're just gonna take your card and throw it right there on this red platform. And here it's gonna show you your amount. Or if you want to load it with something, you could pick one of these amounts and take out the exact change or the exact dollar bill, and you're going to press the item and then put the cash in there, and it's going to reload it for you. And I will say, if you're going to do something like that, and after it says it's complete, you take your card out, go to the beginning, again, go to English, and put your card back on there just to verify that the amount was actually on there. So since I have two cards, I'm going to double check both of these. Okay, so you can see I had 8,000 and 5,000 on these cards. I just mixed them up. I plan on using them all today, so I don't really care which one I use. But today we're gonna go to Suwon. So from where we're at here to Suwon, there and back, 5,000 should get you there no problem. Now if you're gonna go to Seoul, it's gonna be a totally different story. You're gonna wanna make sure you have at least 10,000 on your card. So here you go, guys. You take your card, you're gonna come up here, and it works just like that. Put it up there, it deducts the amount, and you walk through. Here we go. And then you're gonna walk down this subway station right here to go to Suwon. If you ever get lost, and I have noticed this, sometimes it will show your destination. Let me have this focus somehow. Okay, it says Suwon right there. Sometimes it will say your destination there, or if you're going to something that isn't a big city, you're gonna look for the closest train stop. Now this can be confusing, and I will say, we know from first-hand experience, yeah. All you gotta do is get lost a couple of times and you'll figure it out, but it is not that hard. I was intimidated at first, and I will say I did have someone show me the ropes 2 or 3 times, but after that, it was pretty easy to figure out the rest of the times there and back.